Hi, I'm Anna. Let's learn about people analytics. Stakeholders play a crucial role in any organization, and understanding how to identify and engage with them effectively is essential for successful people analytics initiatives. Stakeholder mapping and management is a process that helps us identify and understand the individuals or groups who have a stake, interest, or who can influence the success of our people analytics initiatives. By actively engaging and managing these stakeholders, we can enhance collaboration, gather support, and drive the success of our projects. The first step in stakeholder mapping is to identify who our stakeholders are. Stakeholders can include executives, HR leaders, managers, employees, data scientists, IT professionals, legal officers, and even external parties like vendors or regulators. It's important to cast a wide net and consider all those who might be impacted by or have an impact or interest in our people analytics projects. Once we've identified our stakeholders, it's time to create a stakeholder map. This visual tool helps us categorize stakeholders based on their level of influence or importance and interest in our initiatives. In this stakeholder map, we have 4 quadrants. The top right quadrant represents high power and high interest stakeholders, such as executives and HR leaders. These are the people who should be closely managed and engaged in projects. The top left quadrant represents high interest but low power stakeholders, like individual contributors. This category is important, and we should maintain totally informed and engaged in different projects, which can afterwards be used as success stories. The bottom left quadrant represents low power and low interest stakeholders, such as external vendors. Usually, with these stakeholders, we should have regular minimal contact. Finally, the bottom right quadrant represents high power and low interest stakeholders like senior managers who might be less directly involved. As their importance is high, we should anticipate and meet their needs in order to attract them in the high power, high interest quadrant. Now that we have our stakeholders mapped out, it's time to engage with them effectively. Engaging stakeholders is crucial to gain their support, gather valuable insights, and ensure that our people analytics initiatives align with their needs. One way to engage stakeholders is through stakeholder meetings. These meetings provide an opportunity to share project updates, listen to their concerns and feedback, and address any issues that may arise. Managing stakeholders is an ongoing process. It involves maintaining open lines of communication, managing expectations, and addressing any conflicts or challenges that may arise. Sometimes stakeholders might have conflicting interests or concerns. It's important to listen actively, empathize, and find common ground to address their needs. Effective stakeholder management helps build trust and fosters collaboration. A more detailed assessment can be done by listing the following aspects in an assessment table. We should list the stakeholder name and position. Afterwards, we should identify the impact our projects have in the stakeholder life. How much is one impacted by the project? Then we should ask how much influence does one have over the project? Can he block or facilitate the implementation? Why? Another important question is how interested is one in the proposed approach? The 6th question should be in regard to one's importance. Next, we should understand what is important for the stakeholder. Contribution should be accounted, so we need to understand the contribution the stakeholder can have or should have in the project. Another important aspect to assess is how can one block the project. Last but not least, in our assessment, we should integrate a strategy to engage each stakeholder. To sum it up, stakeholder mapping and management can help us align our people analytics initiatives with organizational goals, ensure support from key decision makers, and foster collaboration. Join me in the next video to learn more about people analytics.